Hey guys, welcome. I know I haven't been live in a while. Listen, with all that was going on in the world, I felt like it wasn't a great time, but I wanted to come back today because there's been some data that I've been digging into, and I think it's data that's super valuable for everyone that markets their business, which should be all of you or all of us. So I'm going to just jump right in and kind of share with you some statistics, some information, things that we've discovered over the last 365 days of advertising. And this is 365 days of data. Now, for privacy and for some of the stuff that we do, I'm keeping the visuals of this off, but I'm going to read directly. So if you see me not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking at the data. So, the question is asked all the time. Should I write long form? Should I write short form? What's the winning length of ad copy that's effective? And so we now have a year's worth of data that we've been able to look at in terms of long, medium, and short copy. And I'm going to give you percentage of spend and percentage of revenue relative to that spend, because that will help you. Now, understand that this is global. When I say global, we specifically market in North America, the United Kingdom, Australia. So let's just say the Oceania region, because New Zealand's in there as well. Singapore, right? So I'm looking at a global perspective of data, not just a local market. However, I can isolate North America if I needed to. But this is a really good cross-section of the marketing. So to answer the question that gets asked a million times a year on social media across every stinking channel, short, medium, or long, let me give you some data. 19.6% of our ad spend is spent on short form copy, and it delivers 9.3% of the revenue from that copy. Medium copy, 42.6% of our ad spend is spent on medium copy, and it generates 47.5% of the revenue. And now long form copy, we spend 37.8% of our ad spend on long form copy, which generates 43.1% of the revenue. Long form ad copy, cha-ching, is the winner for us. Now, again, this is not necessarily going to be what wins for you, but take away your personal emotion, take away all of the drama and all of the BS about, well, I will never read long form. Guess what? For those of you that never read long form, you're probably in the medium form stuff. For those of you that never read medium, you're probably in the short. It's personal, right? What some people read, other people won't. That's okay. But for long form copy, that's our winner. That's what wins for us in terms of ad spend and revenue. Okay. Now let's talk about something that has been debated like until we're blue in the face. Do I put a link in my ad copy? Not meaning do I just use the CTA button at the bottom of the copy? Do I actually put a shortened link, a bit.ly link inside the copy, like above the fold, so that when someone sees an ad, there's a link that they can click there? Without a link, 79.6% of our ad spend has no link, which generates 69.3% of the revenue. With a link, 20% of our ad spend has ads with links, which generates 30.7% of the revenue. So for us, we've now learned that we need to have links in all of our ads, and they need to be high, because the linked ads work better and generate more revenue for us. So if you're not putting links in your ads, stop having a debate. Start putting links in your ads. You might see your conversions go up. Okay. Now, the final one. And this is the one that has the most, I would say, arguments. And this one falls into the gray area. No, it's seltzer. and this one gets a lot of arguments and debates online. Emojis, no emojis. Should I use one? Should I use none? Should I use 5? Is that too much? And people, sorry, hair in my mouth, and it's not from me. Anyway, we all have this debate about emojis. So let's start with without emojis. 29.7% of our spend had no emojis. Our ad spend has no emojis, which generated 31% revenue. Emoji ads with emojis, 70.3% spend. Again, these ads have emojis, 69% revenue. Without emojis, just inches above, but it's positive, right? So for us, we are now discovering that we need to have links in all of our ads at the top. We need them up high. Don't start over emojiing. In fact, we're going to probably start eliminating emojis based on this. And we're going to start creating more and more long form ads. By the way, just so you get a cross section, the number of ad copies that are being tested in this for all 3 of these metrics are 126. So it's not like we put 1 or 2 ads up. There's depth of data here. 126 ads. Okay, 38 short, 54 medium, 34 long. Now, why 54 medium? We just so happen to have more medium length ads than any other ad, but the long form still won out. So I hope that answers some of your questions about should I write short, medium, or long? For us, it's long. Should I put a link in or should I not put a link in? For us, 10% improvement with a link. We're putting links in and they're going to all be high in our ads. Should I use emojis? Should I not use emojis? Should I not use emojis? Again, it's marginal, but without emojis seems to be the winner by a tiny, tiny percentage. But I'll take 1% of a million any day, right? Wouldn't you? All right. So any questions? Ashton, I know. Thank you, brother. I missed you too. Facebook is cracking down on people adding URLs to copy. That is absolutely incorrect, Justin. Not true. They will tell you, oh, it's not best practice to put a link in your copy, but they're not cracking down on it. What they're doing is they're limiting your reach. But guess what? It doesn't impact it. It really doesn't. I have the data now. I have 1 year, 365 days of data. You cannot tell me otherwise because the data says that's incorrect. All right. Love you. I appreciate you, but Facebook is not cracking down. You could read it, but until you see it from Facebook themselves saying, do not do this, just like the words fat, you, overweight, obese, diet, you can use all of those words in ads. And people will say, oh, you can't use that. I've read, I've heard, people have said, and I'm going to tell you right now, all absolutely untrue. All absolutely untrue. So my energy is really high today because I just wrapped up my interview with John Lee Dumas, Entrepreneurs on Fire. I addressed Fire Nation, and I'm excited. The episode is going to be live in August. It kills me. It's going to be August until it's live, but it will be live in August. And I'm so excited that I got to go on Entrepreneurs on Fire. If you're not a listener of Fire Nation, go to whatever tool you use to listen to your podcasts and subscribe. It's a great podcast. And then you get to hear me in August when the episode goes live. Anyway, thank you guys. Glad you came in. Hope that data helped. Hope it made sense. Love you all. Talk soon. Ciao.